Welcome, everyone, to Pitbull Stadium, not far from Miami and the home of the FAU Panthers. And today, this fan base eager to show everyone what the Panthers' home field advantage is all about. Little gets the blood boiling, quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Florida Atlantic Owls, taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the Florida International Panther. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Florida Atlantic about to put toe to leather and get this thing started. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Panthers offense takes the field to start this game off. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling, the temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, and David, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. At the 35, he's open. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. And the Panthers come to the line with a new set of downs. The give from the gun. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. They have had to wear that beat down since the last time these two met, Jesse.
They've been talking about it for a long time. They were absolutely embarrassed. The players, the coaches, the fans. You know, David, coming into this game this time, they want to put out a much better performance.
Oh, there's nothing worse. The coaches are riding you all week leading up into this game, reminding you, showing the clips in the locker room. You know you failed. You want to come out and get a great start in this football game early.
Looking for a gap. It's Sharp. He gets it across the 25 to the 24. Give him 5 on the carry.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, the inside give. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world.
Already.
Break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
Yeah, it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options. He's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. Touchdown, Florida International. And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. They're on the board first here in the season opener.
What a nice job by the offense. First drive of the game, they matriculated down the field, put themselves in a goal-to-go situation on 3rd down. It's not going to be easy throwing it, but they win the matchup. Accurate throw, they get paid.
PAT unit on the field. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. On the move from inside is 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Owls offense has its first opportunity of the day. One way to mitigate the explosive capabilities he has on the outside is be physical with him, and this dude will do that.
He will do that, and you don't see a lot of offenses take the top off this D because of this guy roaming around in the middle of the field. He is a true center fielder, so this receiver's going to have to make plays.
And this just is such a great job of getting guys on the ground. A lot of people are in position, but he makes plays. So him versus a dynamic wide receiver on the outside would be a great matchup.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll power it inside with the fullback. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And the running game has been going in the wrong direction. They'll try to get their first positive play of the drive here on 3rd down. Unloads it left. Got him downfield. Oh, look out. There he goes. And he's brought down after a huge completion. Florida Atlantic races to the line.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Leaves it with the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. It's Penny. He's got an open man. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. The give to the back. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
And this guy is elite. There's a reason why he starts in this offense. You just saw the speed and the open field running ability on that last play. And this is a guy that is going to be key to the entire...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Owls.
That was a great example of a running back toting the rock with conviction. There's not a lot of time to hesitate. If you see a split second, you see a hole, you've got to hit it right now. Nice job by the RB there.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Right down the boulevard. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. Fair catch called for and made. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers, David.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
Now across the 50 and at the 48-yard line, they'll have it 1st and 10. Using the quick game. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down. New set of downs after that completion. Quarterback will audible. Looking to go up top on 1st down. He just treated that thing like a hot potato, and they're going to call him for grounding.
Intentional grounding.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. They move the tight end all over. Back to throw, it's Pryor. Looking to take a shot. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up. I'm not positive, but that 1st down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. It's complete to the left. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
Well, this offense is given a lesson right now on how to fight through adversity, because 1st and 2nd down was ugly. But they come up with that huge completion to now set up a manageable 4th down opportunity to keep this drive alive.
FIU comes out with a fresh set of downs. Running back searching for a hole. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. 6th play of the drive coming up. From the gun, running back on the move. Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Got his man quickly. Touchdown, FIU! Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone. The field position was bad. The finish was great. Great way to answer that poor field position.
Poor field position, no problem. How about it? Great job by the offensive coordinator. This offense getting in a good rhythm early, even backed up, even in a predictable situation. Great job coming out.
And he makes the extra point. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat, and the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win, and if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hot.
No, and then the chirping starts, and everybody's going to be talking about his job. The pressure builds, and then what happens? Sometimes you lose the locker room. So important to get off to a good start, try to quiet some of those haters and some of those doubters.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. It's Penny. Works the middle of the field. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few. I know you want to prepare for every game the same way, but there's just something different about rivalry games, Jesse.
It's because, Reese, I think players are aware that games like this define your legacy as a player. Your record in rivalry games is something that people are going to talk about for years and years down the road. You have got to show up and play your best football in games like this.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Waves the arm for the fair catch, and the catch is made close to the 30-yard line. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Hit the afterburners, kid. At the 30. Oh, that move is going to leave them dizzy.
I love this type of play because it looks like a jet sweep. The defense, they're a bit confused pre-snap. They don't know who has the ball, and all of a sudden, that guy with his speed is in the second level of the defense before the defense even knows what happened.
On the
This is an explosive attack, and that last big play has them set up 1st and 10 from the 26. He's looking to throw it. The sure hands, it's Valentine. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On the move. A very short pickup there, and that'll be the final play of the 1st quarter. While we're only through 1, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. On the ground. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Panthers.
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Bringing it back. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like
pulls it in on the right. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Florida Atlantic gets to the line quickly. To the air, it's Penny. They'll run the screen. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground cover to pick up the 1st.
Love the execution there in the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Fires into traffic, picked off. Takes it the other way. He'll go out of bounds, but he gets the ball back, takes it the other way, and he has created a great sudden change opportunity. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. As they come to the line on 3rd and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. Gets it out quickly. He threw that one with some serious heat. This senior quarterback doesn't need a lot of space to get it in there. Looking to move it through the air. Going to try to pop one on the screen. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
Great job, too, by the QB there. Holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the 1st down.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get 1st downs, and ultimately get some points.
Down to the 26-yard line where the tackle is made. Pick up a 5 and a 1st down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the 1st down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the 1st down line.
You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
The Panthers have it with a 1st and 10. It's a reverse. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. On 1st and goal, let's see if FIU can get it in.
Well, it just seems like everything is working for the op.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Panthers! Lining up for the PAT. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
One big play, and now they've got it at the 42-yard line on 1st down. They'll try the run. Still on his feet at the 45. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. And the Owls are in the hurry-up.
You got to feel good for this kid, too. He worked so hard this past offseason to put himself in position to be the starting running back, and he's got a lot of skill, guys. He's got speed, open field running ability. I think he's going to be a big part of the offense this season.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
Now they'll run the draw. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires on the move. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Really nice 3rd down sub defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback. Now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Baylor has the lead right now, but even though we've heard sick of a bunch, this has been a nip-and-tuck affair inside McLean Stadium. They're up by 10 over the Coyotes. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one. Kevin, let us know when it goes final. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Power football with the run. Tried to fight his way through that tackle, but he's brought down.
And just a great job by the defense being stout. Right, that's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down mark. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. And the Panthers have their offense in high gear. They'll give it to him again. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
right away after picking up the first down. They go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Shakes off the defender. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. And the defense stands up this offensive line and stuffs him right at the line of scrimmage. He didn't get it. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. This offense has already converted one. It's a fumble on the play. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Looking for a productive play on first down. He wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. He makes the catch. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. He's got his man. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The Owls headed quickly to the line. Dropping back, it's Penny. Dumps it off in the flat. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got his man downfield. At the 45, on his way. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. Florida Atlantic goes to work with a fresh set of downs. Back to the air one more time. Quickly out to the tight end. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. He's looking to throw. Good timing on the quick out. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. Wants to pass. He caught it. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5.
And I love working the slot receivers, and you see so much of that. It's about matchups, right? I can put a fast guy in that slot.
And he will score! Touchdown, Owls!
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. The Florida International offense is back on the field. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Looking to throw, it's Pryor. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. It's complete. A huge pickup. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Florida
big tight ends, especially guys that can do such great things after the catch. He catches it. Dang, Palmer, he looks like a daggum receiver after he catches the football.
What a matchup nightmare, too, man. I mean, he's just too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. If I'm this QB, I'm looking that guy's way a lot more often in this one.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Palmer. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Feeling some heat. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
Wants to throw on second down. And the defense gets to the quarterback. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Here's the handoff. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. The defense calls the timeout, their second of the day, as they try to get their act together. Florida Atlantic will have to send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He'll come out throwing on first down. He lets one fly deep. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. To throw, it's Pryor. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And he reels it in inside the 30.
And that's another FIU.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, what an environment there today. All the animosity and flat-out hatred that comes with a good old-fashioned rivalry game on display in that first half. Toughest job inside that stadium right now might just be the scoreboard operator after all those first downs and touchdowns. Big plays have defined this one, thanks to two of the best receiving corps in all of college football. Let's see if these defenses can adjust and make the necessary chess moves. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. FIU has it on a tee, about ready to go here in the third quarter. The returner will field it and bring it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. The back goes in motion. To the air, it's Penny. Gets open down the middle. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. And the Owls want to pick up the tempo.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. They'll run play action. And they get the sack right out of the gate.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong that you can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action.
Fires the pass, intercepted. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36.
And this safety is a ball hawk. He's a playmaker. Not only have we seen him get involved in the running game and make tackles playing downfield, but he plays the center field position as well as anybody in college football. You saw it right there.
FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. They'll go to the ground. At midfield, he's got room. And he's running in the open. He's racked up 92 yards rushing, and he's making his presence felt in this first game. FIU mounting a threat in the red zone. They'll leave it with him. And stampeding through the defense. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here.
Man, when I can run the football like that on 1st down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and
Touchdown, FIU! And the punishment has been extended. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. BYU has the lead right now, but this LaVell Edwards Stadium crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. They're up by 11 over the Pandas. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Penny. Swings it out to the flat. He's right there to stop him, but the quick throw and catch enough to give them the first down.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
He'll keep it himself. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. He's looking to throw. And that's going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical. Because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Unloads to the wideout. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Florida Atlantic has the offense humming. Trying to find his man on first down. Gets it out fast. And the defense coming with bad intentions. They knock him down for a loss.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He didn't that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line.
Nice confidence by the QB. Good throw over the middle of the field. Nice little strike down the field for a big play. Listen, you got to throw it where it's open. And he found a slot, found a little hole in the middle of the field. Nice job attacking it.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. They've put this ball on lockdown. 8th play of the drive coming up. He'll just keep slinging it. Quick strike complete. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
He'll be stopped short, picks up one, but they're facing 4th and 1. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. Between the uprights, it's good.
That makes the score Florida Atlantic.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. Line gets set, first down. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic.
Number 29.
And the free safety roaming the middle of the field, and you can see just reading the quarterback's eyes. And how about the break on the football, taking a great angle to pick it off and then do some damage and make the big play for this defense to score some points.
Makes the grab for the two-point conversion as they cut further into that lead. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. The Florida International offense is back on the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you, Jeff.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. A full dive to haul that one in.
And that's another FIU.
You get the big play, now to pay it off. 1st and 10 in the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. And he can't make the connection on his first attempt.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Just a 1-yard gain leaves him with 3rd and 9. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And they'll push that lead out a little further. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen that?
And boy, was that pressure in his face immediately. Down he goes. He has been in see-ball, get-ball mode all day, and he is making his mark in this rivalry game, guys.
I'll tell you, he was sick and tired of reading about and hearing about the offenses coming into this one. This guy had his own designs and his own...
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
The offense just set themselves up in a bad situation on this one. Second and third and long, there's not a lot of guesswork. The defense knows they're throwing the football, and you can tell on that pass rush, man, they were coming.
And whatever they did on first and second down, don't do that anymore. Third and very long coming up. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Florida Atlantic decides to punt it away. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Back to throw, it's Pryor. Makes his connection. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
One of the most difficult things about this slot receiver is his shiftiness and his athleticism. He's very, very difficult to tackle after the catch.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Pass on the way, it's picked off. He was dreaming of getting a few more on that return, but they'll take it in business at the 32.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2. His quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always try to go for the big play.
The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again. Create some momentum. Just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
He's back to throw on second down. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Have a day, young fella. 2 interceptions already? That's 3 or 4 or 5, 6 games. Hot start, catching the football. He's acting like he's playing wide receiver out there. I might think about trying a different DB.
They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Coleman finds his man on the left. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. They'll run it. They get him down, but it's past the sticks, and it's a first down for FIU.
Well, this defense is on its heels right now, especially trying to stop the run. They're just not being physical enough. They give up another run right there for a first down. Someone's going to have to step up and make a play.
A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
Man, that D tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
Scanning the field, it's Pryor. Caught. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. The Panthers will have it 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Throws to the tight end. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Off play action. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window. And you just say, hey, defense won that rep. Good coverage.
With the catch, it's Valentine. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. They've already gone for it a couple of times on 4th down, converted once. Looks as if they'll try a 3rd. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And listen, we know this QB wants to take off. 4th down, go time, got to make a play. Defense locked in, dialed in, got to him, got him on the ground, didn't let him get to the sticks.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. 2nd down coming up.
2nd down coming up.
Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. Looking to pass. It's Penny. Working that left side now. Unless there is a dramatic turn of events, this is not going to be a way to cool off that hot seat.
And they're going to have to be able to handle adversity and handle the outside noise moving forward, because losing this game in week 1, all the detractors, all the naysayers, that noise is going to get louder. That hot seat is getting even hotter. And I think all eyes are going to be on this program now, David, seeing how they turn the page and move on from this.
And I give you Exhibit A. Jesse Palmer just turned up the hot seat. All eyes are on them. They got to win. They got to do this. Starting off on the wrong foot. This is exactly what happens. It becomes a distraction. We're going to find out how good of a coach he is, and we're going to find out how loyal these fans are really quickly in this season.
The play action fake. A shot for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Owls.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone, because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Wants to throw. It's Pryor. Extending the play. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he'll pick up the 1st down after a tough run there. And the Panthers are moving quickly down the field. Going up top on 1st down. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And he makes the catch inside the 20. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. They've got him wobbling after that big play now to pay it off on 1st and 10 from inside the 15. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Trying to beat him to the corner on the right. Touchdown, Panthers. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Yeah, and the offense putting up more points, and guess who's jacked up? This home crowd starting the season off with offensive fireworks and looking to go 1-0. They are loving their squad.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. This drive will open from the 15. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. To the air, it's Penny. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
Let's go. We got some life. We made a big play, something to build off of. We need a lot of points, and we need them quickly. Time's running out. We're trailing big in this ball game.
The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. He leaves it with his back. On the move at the 30. Off he goes. Touchdown, Owls. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners. When he kicked it in gear, he got the long touchdown.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Oklahoma State looked like a serious force in what can only be described as a dominant win. This is a program with a case full of trophies, and they might just add some more hardware before this year is out. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. He'll take it himself. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets him out to the 25-yard line. From the gun on 3rd down. He's going to throw deep right side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Makes the grab well past the sticks. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the 1st down there.
Yeah, and you got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the 1st down. He need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Sends it downfield. And he'll pull it in inside the 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Panthers! This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable. Because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the fourth. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Makes the grab down the middle. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen.
Makes the grab inside the 30. Turns it on down the left side. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. They still have work to do, trailing by 2 possessions here in the fourth. They'll line up for the onside kick. If they're going to pull off this big rally, they'll need to get this one back. They line up for the onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. The Florida International offense is back on the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling.
He'll take the deep shot. Makes the catch. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida International.
And it took a minute, but the passing attack now on board. The first passing touchdown of the season, and it took to the second half. But I tell you what, this offense will find its rhythm. They'll grow. They'll get better throughout the season. And this is going to be a hard passing attack to stop.
Not much reason to go for the onside kick at this point, except they want to run up the score. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside. They do.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
They'll start this drive with a pass. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. The Owls want to move quickly. Dropping back, it's Penny. Pressure coming. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long. That's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
Now such a tough situation late in this game. You're trailing, but now it's 4th and long. Like, it's one thing if it's 4th and short. This makes it even more difficult. You got to have something dialed up you feel really great about.
Couldn't find his man, and they'll give up the football on down.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive. And this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the fourth quarter.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Trying to get behind the defense. Got it. Touchdown, FIU. And the beatdown has ensued.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
And he tacks on the extra point. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Working the middle, it's complete. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. They'll put the tight end in motion. To the air, it's Petty. Got out of trouble and throws. He's right on target. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. 2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. A strike downfield. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we see miracles in college football all of the time, and they could use one here. The aerial assault continues. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. Got some room to run. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. This is quickly turning into a celebration, Jesse, as they've taken control of this game.
And they should feel good about how they've played. They knew they had to come in here, protect home turf. They've gone out.
Touchdown, Panthers! And the stomping has commenced.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed them for the big play in the running game. One snap, one touchdown. He thought about second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Offense getting set for first down. Looking for a man. It's Petty. Fires to the big fella. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. Line getting set on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Steps away. Got it set up on the outside. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the 1st down. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. To the air on 1st down. Finds his man in the middle.
And this defense continuing to struggle with the passing game. Listen, these offenses are so sophisticated nowadays. They're hard to stop, man. And it's a new one every single week. And I say this game, this defense underperformed. They're better than what they've shown. They've gotten torched today. And this is a tape that they're going to want to burn and never watch again.
FIU comes out with a fresh set of downs. Moves away as he feels pressure. Get it out on the screen. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Give to the running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that 1st down. Complete with conviction on the crosser. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. On 4th down, trying to find his man. And the incomplete pass turns the ball over on downs.
You know, there are a lot of people watching this game that are thinking to themselves, where's the sportsmanship? You're blowing this team out. Why are you going for it on 4th down? Why not just punt, give it back, and just leave here with a double? That's because this coach wants his guys to keep executing. I played for a coach in college that would have done the same thing. If backups are on the field, they get an opportunity to run your playbook, so let him do it. At the end of the day, you've got to force the opponent to stop. And that's what they're doing. That's the mindset. I got to be honest, I like it.
Blasted as he lets it go. And he's thrown another interception. Touchdown, Panthers! And this defense coming out with points of their own. What an interception return.
You didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
The old coaching cliche, go 1-0 every week. And for the first week, they get it done.
And great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out and find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season. But 1-0, that's where you wanted to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you've just seen. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field. Guys flying around, flying to the football, trying to make the plays necessary to win this game. They definitely made a few mistakes, but that's what practice is for. And if you're the coaching staff, I think you're very, very positive right now moving forward.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.